242.
यामिमां पुष्पितां वाचं
यामिमां पुष्पितां वाचं
प्रवदन्त्यविपश्चितः
प्रवदन्त्यविपश्चितः
वेदवादरता पार्थ
वेदवादरदा पार्थ
नान्यदस्तीति वादिनः
नान्यदस्तीति वादिनः
242.1. The meaning of the words of the shloka. Yam imam, that is Yam, Imam. Yam, which are, Imam, these, Pushpitam, flowery, Vacham, words, Pravadantyavipaschitaha, that is Pravadanti plus Avipaschitaha. Pravadanti, speak, Avipaschitaha, the unwise. Vedavatarataha, those who are enamored of Vedic utterances. Partha, O Arjuna, Nanyadastidi, na plus anyat plus asti plus idi. Na, no, anyat, other than, asti is idi. Thus, vadinaha, those who say, or those who are saying. 243.
कामात्मानः स्वर्गपराः
कामात्मानः स्वर्गपराः
जन्मकर्मफलप्रदाम्
जन्मकर्मफलप्रदाम्
क्रियाविशेषबहुलाम्
क्रियाविशेषबहुलाम्
भोगैश्वर्यगतिं प्रति
भोगैश्वर्यगतिं प्रति
243.1. The meaning of the words of the shloka. Kamatmanaha, those who are full of desire. Swargaparaha, those with heaven as the ultimate. Janma karma phala pradam, resulting in births and karma. Kriya vishesha bahulam, full of, that is consisting of various special activities, that is rites and rituals. Bhogaishwarya gadim pradi, towards the path of pleasure and prosperity. 242.2 and 243.2. The meaning of the shloka. Hey Arjuna, the unwise, full of desire, enamored of Vedic utterances, speak in flowery language of the path of pleasure and prosperity, consisting of various special rites and rituals, which result in new births and karma, saying heaven is the ultimate and there is nothing other than that. 242.3. Bhashya.
याम् इमां वक्ष्यमाणां पुष्पितां पुष्पितवृक्ष इव शोभमानां श्रूयमाणरमणीयां वाचं वाक्यलक्षणां प्रवदन्ति के अविपश्चितः अल्पमेधसः अविवेकिनः इत्यर्थः। वेदवादरताः बहुर्थवादफलसाधनप्रकाशकेषु वेदवाक्येषु रताः। हे पार्थ, न अन्यद् स्वर्गप्राप्त्यादिफलसाधनेभ्यः कर्मभ्यः अस्ति इति एवं वादिनः वदनशीलाः।
Translation. They speak these flowery words, that is, words as beautiful as a tree in full bloom, and which are pleasant to hear. Who are they? The undiscerning, that is, the ignorant, with poor intellect. They relish the words of the Vedas, the words that glorify and describe the actions that lead to results. O Partha, they say that there is nothing better than karma, rites and rituals that lead to such results as heaven. 242.4 Explanation. Bhagavan first speaks of the avipaschitaha, the undiscerning, who cannot distinguish between the eternal and the ephemeral. They get attracted to sense objects and spend their life desiring for them. As if that is not enough, their mind would go to the pleasures of the other worlds and would get drawn to the actions that would lead them to it. They are Nanyadastidi Vadinaha, or those who argue that heaven is the ultimate and there is no other. Little do they realize that heaven and all other worlds are also cyclic like this world. 242.5. They are Vedavatarataha and relish Vedic debates, failing to recognize that the various arguments propounded in the Vedas are for pointing to the ultimate principle. They speak in flowery words of the various actions, rites and rituals enjoined in the Vedas, without recognizing that those flowers do not bear the ultimate fruit. They get enamored of the language of Veda and miss the wood for the trees. 243.3 Bhashya.
ते च कामात्मानः कामस्वभावाः कामपराः इत्यर्थः स्वर्गपराः स्वर्गः परः पुरुषार्थः येषां ते स्वर्गपराः स्वर्गप्रधानाः जन्मकर्मफलप्रदां कर्मणः फलं कर्मफलं जन्म एव कर्मफलं जन्मकर्मफलं तद् प्रददाति इति जन्मकर्मफलप्रदां तां वाचं प्रवदन्ति इति अनुषज्यते। क्रियाविशेषबहुलां क्रियाणां विशेषाः क्रियाविशेषाः ते बहुला यस्यां वाचि तां स्वर्गपशुपुत्राद्यर्था यया वाचा बाहुल्येन प्रकाश्यन्ते। भोगैश्वर्यगतिं प्रति भोगः च ऐश्वर्यं च भोगैश्वर्ये तयोः गतिः प्राप्तिः भोगैश्वर्यगतिः तां प्रति साधनभूता ये क्रियाविशेषाः तद् बहुलां तां वाचं प्रवदन्तः मूढाः संसारे परिवर्तन्ते इत्यभिप्रायः।
Translation. And they have their mind full of desire. Desire is the last word for them, and heaven the ultimate goal. That is, those for whom heaven is all important. They speak of the actions that result in birth and fresh karma. They use the flowery words to describe the karma that give rise to birth. The result of karma is birth, hence the word janma karma phalam. It is added that they speak those words. Their words are full of special rites and rituals meant for the attainment of pleasure and material prosperity, that is, objects such as heaven, animals, and sons. The fools who speak like this are entrapped in the cycle of samsara. This is the idea. 243.4. Another term used to describe them is kamatmanaha, those whose very nature is desire. They are always desirous of getting something and indulge in all kinds of actions for that. Their life is full of such actions, special rites and rituals, kriya vishesha bahulam. These actions are bhogaishwarya gadim prati, for fulfilling their desire for worldly prosperity, for getting results like wealth, children, and ultimately heaven. Once the effect of the good deeds and rites that take you to heaven is worn off, you will have to be born on earth again. Thus, the ultimate result of their actions is birth. The rituals and actions involve various factors like the doer, the act of doing, and the feeling of I. Therefore, those can never bring in the ultimate removal of ignorance. It is not that those are entirely useless. They are necessary in the journey of a sadhaka to purify his mind. 243.5. that the path of karma would lead to repeated births is vouchsafed by Shruti in several places. One example is in Mundaka Upanishad 1-7. Jara mrityum punarevapiyanti. Old age and death is reached again and again. Bhagavan also says in Sloka 9:21, Gadagatam kama kama labhante. Those full of desire attain the state of going and coming. Again, after speaking about various sacrifices, Bhagavan says all actions culminate in jnana. Sloka 4:33. Sarvam karma akhilam partha jnane parisamapyade. Thus karma is the means and jnana the end. These people mistake the means for the end.